Most high God, eternal rock and faithful hiding place, this morning that rises before me with its uncertainties and hidden promises, I lift my voice like pure incense before your throne. I come not in haste, I come not with demands, but with an open heart, overflowing with longing for you. For I know, Lord, that those who dwell in the secret place of the Most High find rest under the shadow of the Almighty, and it is there, in this secret place, that I long to dwell, more than any human shelter or earthly refuge. You are my resting place, my eternal home, and in this sacred intimacy between creator and creature, I find relief for my weary soul and balm for restless thoughts. I declare with all the faith of my being, you are my refuge, my fortress, my God, in whom I trust without reservation. When the winds of fear blow, when the arrows of the day and the terrors of the night hurl themselves against me, you remain unshaken. You are a shield that cannot be broken, a wall that cannot be moved, a rock that cannot yield. Even if the world collapses around me, even if 1,000 fall at my side and 10,000 at my right hand, I will not fear, for I know that evil will not touch the one who is wrapped in your promises. Father, may every word of your psalm be tattooed on my soul this morning, so that I will never forget where my security comes from. Cover me with your feathers, Lord, as a bird covers its fragile chicks from the cold, from hunger, from predators. Under your wings I find not only shelter but identity. I am yours. I am your son. I am your servant. I am the one you love with a love that does not change with the seasons, that does not shrink from my failures, that does not diminish at the sound of my groans. And in this secure love, I can rest, I can trust, I can surrender everything. My health, my plans, my fears, my family, every second that makes up this new day that you have given me by pure grace. Deliver me, Lord, from the snare of the fowler. There are traps that my eyes cannot see. There are wicked plans that hide in the shadows. There are disguised voices that whisper deceit in moments of weakness. But you see everything. No shadow hides you. No enemy plan surprises you. May your light reveal all the darkness around me. Guide my steps with your wisdom, so that I do not fall into ambushes that separate me from you. May your faithfulness be my shield and my armor, for it is what sustains everything that I am. Do not let fear take up residence in my heart. When thoughts race, when news troubles, when the future seems murky, remind me, O God, that I am in your hands, and that nothing can separate me from your love. Not the fear of the night, nor the sound of the plagues that walk at noonday. My trust is in you, who sustains the universe with your word, and yet watches over me with intimate attention, as one watches a flower bloom. Awaken in me the full awareness that I am not alone. May I feel on this day, in a vivid way, the presence of your angels guarding me. May your heavenly order be released upon me, so that on every path, at every intersection, in every choice, I am surrounded by invisible arms that lift me up, that defend me, that guide me. Do not allow my foot to stumble over any stone, for my desire is to walk with integrity before you. And though the lion rise up, though the serpent hiss near my ear, I know that nothing can prevail against the authority of your name. In you I trample over evil. In you, what was once a threat becomes dust beneath my feet, not by my strength, but by your power that works in me, silent and sovereign. My mouth is filled with praise, and my spirit bows in worship, for in you I have everything. And outside of you I am nothing, I have nothing, I seek nothing. This morning, Lord, receive my delivery. May it not be partial, may it not be fragile, may it not be lip service. I give you everything, my thoughts that have not yet matured, my dreams that have not yet taken shape, my fears that visit me when I am alone, the desires that I dare not confess. I place everything before your altar, because I know that only there is safety, only there is purification, only there is true rest. And now, Father, strengthen my spirit. Fill me with your presence, so that I may walk this day as one who knows who he belongs to. May nothing steal from me the peace that comes from you. May nothing obscure the brightness of your glory reflected in me. And may I live this entire day as a continuous prayer, as a temple in motion, as a living sanctuary that exudes the fragrance of your grace. Stay with me, Lord, for I cannot take a step without you. Most High God, my present help, my eternal shelter, I come to you at this dawn with a surrendered soul, with the knees of my heart bent before your majesty, before the sun tears the veils of dawn and announces the dance of men upon the earth. I choose to rest under your wings and hide in your faithfulness, where the cries of the world do not echo, where time loses its haste and the soul at last finds rest. This morning, Lord, more than asking, I prostrate myself. More than talking, I pour myself out. May my prayer rise to you like pure perfume, and may the sound of my brokenness touch your heart. God, you are my refuge and my fortress, and I do not repeat these words as someone who recites a memorized verse, but as someone who has already tasted your presence on days of strong winds, on nights of deep solitude, in valleys that seem to have no end. How many times, Lord, have I been surrounded by invisible walls of fear, anxiety, and anguish, and there, even without strength, I found your gaze searching for me in the darkness. You came like a gentle light, like a silent breeze, and you sat with me in the ruins of my interior. Who else would do this but you, my God? Who else would have compassion for me when no one else could hear the sound of my tears? Who else would hide me under your feathers, as a loving bird does with its trembling chicks? This morning I return to this secret place. I return not out of habit, not out of religiosity, but because my soul longs for you. I hunger for your presence and thirst for your peace. Things around me may seem stable, appointments scheduled, routines defined, but inside me there is a cry deeper than any plan. Stay with me, Lord. I don't just want to get through the day, I want to get through it with you. I don't just want to survive the hours, I want to sanctify them with your touch. For time with you, Lord, is redeemed time. Every second by your side is like gold polished by the hands of eternity. Deliver me, Lord, from the traps I do not see, of sweet words that carry poison, of shortcuts that take me away from you, of voices that disguise themselves as wisdom but lead to perdition. How many traps there are in this world, O God, and how many times I have almost let myself be entangled in them. But your grace surrounded me. His hand caught me before I fell. Your faithfulness was a shield that stood between me and destruction. Therefore, in this prayer, I ask with tears that fall from the Spirit, never take your protection away from me. Never let my feet walk alone. I don't trust my strength. I don't trust my intelligence. I don't trust my ability to discern good and evil for myself. I trust only in you, in your all-seeing eyes, in your all-knowing love, in your never-failing faithfulness. Lord, while the world runs, agitates, launches invisible arrows between the hours of the day, I ask you, keep my heart from rushing. Free me from the unbridled rhythm that suffocates the soul and extinguishes the brightness of your silent miracles. I want to be like someone who hides in you and watches, with eyes of faith, as your justice manifests itself. Even if 1,000 fall at my side and 10,000 at my right hand, I confess with faith, no evil will touch me, for I am sealed by your name, covered by your blood, hidden in your heart. And this hiding place is not physical, it is not visible, but it is more real than the ground I walk on. That's where peace makes its home. It is there that the soul ceases to fear. Grant me, Father, this morning, a faith that silences the noise of doubt, that does not waver before the unseen, that remains steadfast even when all seems dark. A faith that is nourished by your word, that rests on the promises of Psalm 91 as if it were resting on the lap of a father. You said that you would send your angels around me, that they would bear me up in their hands, so that I would not strike my foot against a stone. And I believe, even when I don't see them, even when the path is narrow, even when danger lurks in the shadow of routine, I believe. Your word does not lie. Your zeal does not sleep. Your care is more constant than the beating of my heart. Teach me to walk with this awareness, Lord. May each step I take today be marked by the certainty that heaven walks with me. May each breath be a prayer, each silence be adoration, each gesture be a reflection of your grace. May I tread upon the lion and the serpent with the authority of your name, and no longer with fear or hesitation. May I not shrink from challenges, but rise with the conviction that I am on a mission, and that each hour lived under your will is an eternal hour. You promised, O God, that you would deliver those who love you, that you would protect those who know your name. And I know you, Lord, not just hearing about you, but touching you in prayer, perceiving you in the depths of everyday life, hearing you between the lines of suffering. I know you not because I am worthy, but because you chose to reveal yourself to me, and that's why I love you with everything I am, even if it's imperfect. But I know that your love is perfect and covers all my imperfections. Hear the cry of my heart this morning. Raise me up to live a day filled with your presence. Protect my loved ones. Cover my house with your blood. Guard every entrance and exit. Seal every thought with your truth. Let no cursed word find a home in my mind. Let no arrow of the enemy find a place in my soul. Make me impervious to evil, not by my own strength, but by the invisible armor of your faithfulness. May I walk this day as one who has been visited by you, as one who carries heaven in his eyes and peace on his shoulders. May the world see that there is something different about me, not for my own glory, but because I have been touched by you. And so, Lord, I begin this day as someone who gives you the key to everything. Take my paths, my relationships, my work, my words, my silences, everything is yours. May this not just be a day lived, but an altar raised. May every second be incense before you, and may I look back at the end when the sun sets and say with my lips and my soul, I have dwelt in the secret place of the Most High and have rested under the shadow of the Almighty. Lord, as I continue this morning consecrated to you, I allow my spirit to delve even deeper into the mystery of your presence. I no longer seek beautiful words, but groans of the soul that only you understand. I no longer raise my hands just as a sign of clamor, but as someone who surrenders to the invisible touch of your unwavering love. For in you, O God, I find the meaning that the world cannot give me. You are the God who does not change, the rock that does not wear away with time, the Father who remains when all others leave, the only one I can trust without fear of betrayal, abandonment, or silence. And now, Lord, with every breath you give me in this new day, I choose to use it as an instrument of worship. While so many run in search of temporary safety, of refugees that vanish like smoke, I choose to live in you, to dwell permanently beneath your wings, there where the soul finds peace that defies logic, there where your faithfulness surrounds me like a shield that never gives in. I do not want to find mere momentary solace. I want to be transformed by your presence, marked by eternity, even as I walk among mortals. I place before you all that I am, my victories, my failures, my hidden doubts that no one knows about, the desires that form in the deepest part of my being. I hide nothing from you, because I know that everything in me is already naked and exposed before your eyes. And yet, you love me. Even so, you come closer. Even so, you call me by name and extend your arms like a father who doesn't give up. And it is this love that deconstructs me and rebuilds me. It is this love that moves me to surrender not only my sins, but also my dreams, my desires, the areas of life where I still insist on holding the reins. Father, Guide me along the paths that only your light reveals. The world is full of seductive paths, full of empty promises, full of shortcuts that lead to emptiness. But I don't want to follow where the natural eyes point. I want to walk the paths of righteousness, even if they seem narrow, even if it hurts to leave what is comfortable to embrace what is holy. Give me discernment, Lord, to perceive when the enemy disguises his voice with tones of truth. Give me spiritual eyes that see beyond appearances, that perceive the traps hidden in smiles, in opportunities, in apparently open doors. And if necessary, close the doors that do not come from you, even if my flesh resists, even if my pride cries. I prefer a no from you than a yes without your blessing. Teach me to trust like a child who throws himself into his father's arms without fear of falling. How many times, Lord, have I been overcome by panic in the midst of a storm, forgetting that you were in the same boat, calming the winds at the right time? How many nights have I cried like someone who had no hope, forgetting that your eyes were upon me even in the dark? But today I declare, my trust is in you and not in my unstable feelings. You are the God who keeps me safe while I sleep, who sustains me even when my faith seems fragile, even when everything within me wavers. You remain firm. Cover me with your robe of righteousness, Lord, and deliver me from the plague that devastates at noonday. There are illnesses that try to touch our bodies, but there are also invisible illnesses. The pride that sickens the heart, the resentment that contaminates the soul, the anxiety that paralyzes dreams, the fear that makes us forget who you are. Deliver me from each one of them. Heals wounds that do not bleed, but bleed from within. Cleanse my mind from the toxins of unbelief. Renew in me an unshakable spirit, a clean heart, and raised hands that never tire of worshiping you. Lord, guard my home, protect every corner of my house with your powerful blood. May no curse, no spirit of division, no sickness find a place there. May the walls vibrate with your peace. May every room be an altar. May every member of my family feel the weight of your presence and the gentle touch of your grace. May evil retreat before it even tries to approach. May your presence be a wall around our rest. And when we sleep, may your angels stand guard with drawn swords like heavenly sentinels guarding the heirs of the promise. You have promised to send your angels to guard us in all our ways, and I hold fast to that promise. Lord, may these not be just nice words. May they become visible reality in my life. May every step I take today be accompanied by your heavenly messengers. May I be surrounded by the presence of your angels in traffic, at work, in empty hallways, on busy streets. May they deliver me from danger, lift me up when I stumble, push me forward when I falter. I want to walk with this holy awareness. I am never alone. Give me courage, Lord, to tread upon the lion and the serpent not with arrogance, but with spiritual authority. Show me that fear no longer has dominion over me, for I am an heir to the kingdom, a child of the Most High, redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. May I no longer hide behind excuses. May I not shrink from challenges. May I not be paralyzed by obstacles. Strengthen my hands for battle. Strengthen my knees for intercession. Strengthen my heart to trust when all seems contrary. In you, Lord, I am more than a conqueror. It reminds me every day that you love me, that I am not loved for merits, but for grace. May your love not wear out with time, not diminish with my mistakes, not disappear in my weaknesses. It is this love that sustains me. It is this love that defines me. It's this love that makes me lift my head when everything around me seems to want to push me down. And because I love you, I know you will deliver me. Because I know you, I know you will keep me. Because I called on you, I know that you will answer me, not because I deserve it, but because you said so, and your word does not return void. Stay with me, Lord. Be my all this day. May your presence go before me like a consuming fire. May your spirit walk beside me as a faithful counselor. May your love wrap me behind like a cloak of honor. May my life be a testimony of your care. And may I, at the end of the day, even when I have faced struggles, be able to say with joy and tears, "The Lord has been with me. He has kept me. He has answered me. He has sustained me." Lord, as I continue in this sacred prayer, I feel your presence enveloping me like a gentle mist descending over the hills at dawn. There is no noise here, only the voice of your Spirit whispering eternal truths to my heart. And it is in this silence full of glory that I prostrate myself once again, surrendering not only words but sighs, hidden thoughts, feelings that I cannot name. You have searched me, O God, and you know me completely. Before the word comes to my mouth, you already know it. And yet you listen to me with infinite patience, with tenderness that never tires. How can I not pour myself out before you? How can I not love someone who knows me and still chooses me every day? This morning, Lord, I surrender to you the territories of my soul that still resist your light. Those deep places I built with walls of self-defense, where I hid hurts, where I buried hopes, where I left the rubble of old disappointments. Come, Holy Spirit, with your breath of life, and renew these deserts. Where there is pain, plant comfort. Where there is ashes, pour oil of joy. Where there is darkness, light the flame of your truth. For I want to be a whole temple, not divided, not visited by you, only in the corridors of visible worship, but inhabited by you in every secret room of my existence. You promised, Lord, that you would be with me in trouble. And what a glorious promise, not that the anguish would cease completely, but that in it I would not be alone. You would be there, not as a distant spectator, but as a present comfort, as a father who sits beside his child and envelops him in the silence of compassion. How many times, O God, have I sunk into the abyss of worries, into the murky waters of despair, and there, right there, your hand has reached me. You took me from the bottom and set my feet on the rock, not because I called you with perfection, not because I served you without flaw, but because your love does not depend on me. It depends only on you. And now, with my heart still beating, with this love I ask you, keep me from the invisible chains that try to bind me in fear. Free me from the panic that sometimes assails me without explanation. Free me from the anxiety that corrodes me inside and takes away the beauty of the present. Free me, Lord, from the shame that the past insists on placing on my shoulders, as if your forgiveness had not been enough. Teach me to live in the freedom of those who have been washed in the blood. Teach me to believe with all my being that in you there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. O Lord, sustain my steps at the crossroads of life. Many decisions surround me. Many voices try to shape my path. But I ask you, with tears that flow from my soul, guide me. Do not let me go where the ego desires, where the flesh desires, where men would applaud. May I only go where your Spirit testifies to peace. May your no's sound sweeter in me than the yeses of the world. May your will be my guide, my rest, my destiny. For I gain nothing if I advance without your blessing. I retain nothing if I conquer what you have not ordered. Fill me with your Spirit, Lord. Do not let me walk through this day with human strength. They are weak. They wear out. One piece of bad news, one gesture of contempt, one setback, and I already feel sunk. But when your presence is in me, there is strength where there was once weakness. There is gentleness where there was once anger. There is self-control where there was once lack of control. Therefore I ask you, live in me, breathe through me, speak through my mouth, play through my hands, love through my heart. May I be just an instrument tuned to the melody of your will. Lord, cover me with your angels this day. May they surround me like invisible walls, like silent warriors who scare away evil before it even approaches. May every entrance to my life, my eyes, my ears, my thoughts, be guarded with heavenly zeal. Do not allow the poison of the world to contaminate my mind. May I be sensitive to your voice, even when the world screams. May I hear your whispers in the details, in the people who cross my path, in the signs that only those who walk with you perceive. And when the pressures come, when the attacks intensify, remind me, O God, that I am clothed with the armor of your Spirit, that no weapon formed against me will prosper, that the shield of faith will quench the fiery darts of the wicked one, that the helmet of salvation will guard my thoughts, that the sword of your word will make me overcome, not just resist, but conquer. For your power is made perfect in my weakness. And if you are with me, who can be against me? Father, this morning I don't just pray for myself. I carry with me the names that I carry in my chest, the ones I love, those who are far away, those who have lost themselves from you and from themselves. I bring to your presence the sick, the dejected, those who no longer know how to pray. Be an answer to them. Be a shelter for those who have no home. Be a balm for those who bleed inside. Be a voice for those who have been silenced. May your mercy reach them like a river that overflows its limits and invades the arid fields of human existence. And if I find someone today who needs you, Lord, may I be your extension. May my eyes reveal your gaze. May my words carry your hope. May my embrace be like your lap. Use me, Lord. May I not only walk with you, but may I manifest your glory, not on altars or platforms, but on the sidewalk, in line, in brief conversations, in simple gestures. May my life be the seed of eternity in the dry soil of ordinary days. For you have said, he will call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. And that is what I stand on, Lord, in your promises that do not bend to time, that do not fade with pain, that do not change with the seasons. If I call on your name, you answer. If the day is dark, you are light. If the valley is deep, you are the guide. If loneliness is dense, you are company. You are with me through it all, and that is all. Exalt your name in my life, Lord, not by my deeds, but by your goodness. May others see your action and glorify you. May your name be known through your deeds in me. Let my mouth proclaim your faithfulness even through tears. May I worship you not only when everything is going well, but especially when everything seems to be falling apart. For that is when worship becomes a living sacrifice, and the altar of the heart burns with true fire. And when this day comes to an end, when weariness sets in and silence falls once more upon my house, may I lie down and rest in the knowledge that I am kept, that I was protected, that I was loved, that I was sustained by the God who promised to be with me at all times. And may the peace of your Spirit lull me to sleep when I close my eyes and prepare my heart for a new day, always with you. Lord, as I approach the end of this prayer, I do not feel like I am concluding a moment, but rather diving deeper into your presence, like someone walking down a river that becomes deeper and deeper until there is no longer any way to touch the ground, and all that is left is to trust in the flow of your waters. It is in this place that I surrender myself, Lord, without reservations, without masks, without hesitation, for in you there is no risk, no deception, no hidden trap. In you there is real rest, security that is independent of circumstances, and love that knows no end. You have promised, O Most High, that you will satisfy with long life those who love you, that you will show your salvation to those who call on your name. And today, on this silent morning where only heaven and the soul converse, I come to cry out, show me the fullness of your salvation, not only as an eternal destiny, but as a present reality. Save me from the emptiness of busy days. Save me from the tiredness that cannot be cured with sleep. Save me from the mediocrity of living without purpose, of breathing without worshipping, of existing without transforming. May your salvation be revealed in my walk, in my speech, in my service. May each step reveal the God who sustains me. May each gesture declare, here lives one redeemed by grace. This leads me to live a long life, but not just in years. May my life be long in fruits, in love, in generosity, in testimony. May my age not be measured by the days lived, but by the hearts touched, the seeds sown, the open skies wherever I go. May my time in this world be like the continual incense in the temple, ever rising, ever burning, ever consecrating the common into the sacred. May my existence be light, not because the road is easy, but because I carry with me the burden of hope, the lightness of faith, the invisible strength of a God who does not fail. Lord, how many times have I found myself looking back, reviewing old pains, broken memories, moments when the ground beneath my feet gave way. But even there, even in those torn pages of history, today I see you. I see you as a shadow that never went away, as a presence that never abandoned me, as love that, even in silence, carried me in its arms. And for this reason I adore you with tears that cleanse the soul, with praise that comes not only from the lips, but from within the spirit. You were there, Lord. When I felt forgotten, you remembered me. When I heard no voice, your voice whispered. Between the lines of pain, I am here. Teach me to live as someone who knows this. Teach me to walk this earth with the posture of someone who has seen heaven, of someone who has been touched by eternity, of someone who knows that this world is just a crossing. May I not waste time on what is fleeting, on disputes that dry up the heart, on applause that lasts for a short time. May I choose what is eternal, what cannot be seen, what is generated in the secret between me and you. May my soul reject the false shine of shop windows and become increasingly enchanted by the beauty of your presence, even when it manifests itself in simplicity, in a silent dawn, in an unexpected embrace, in a whispered prayer in the midst of routine. You deliver me, Lord, from dangers I will never see. How many accidents have you avoided? How many wrong decisions have you frustrated? How many arrows have you kept from reaching me? And I, so small, so limited, often go on without realizing the extent of your protection. But today, with awareness and gratitude, I raise my soul to thank you. Thank you, Lord, for every silent deliverance. Thank you for your invisible hands that guide me through the thorns. Thank you for your nose that saved my story. Thank you for every time I got ahead of you on the path. But you, in mercy, brought me back to where it was safe. And as you protect me, Lord, you also lift me up. You said that he who loves you will be set high. And I understand now it is not an elevation of status, it is not exaltation in the eyes of men, but it is a place of spiritual perspective, where the eyes see farther, where the soul rests above the storms, where the heart finds balance even when everything around is moving. Take me to that place, Lord. Set me securely upon the rock of your truth. Let me no longer be shaken by news, by threats, by rumors, by criticism. Let me dwell in you, the strong tower where the righteous take refuge and are safe. And when I call upon you, whether with cries of despair or with inaudible groans, may my prayer find your attentive ear. You said you would answer, and I hold on to that, Lord. Not a maybe, but a certainty. Not to a vague hope, but to a firm promise. You will answer. Maybe not what I want, maybe not what I expect, but always what is best. Always with wisdom. Always with love. And even when silence is your answer, may I trust that that silence is filled with care. May every second without a voice be an invitation to a deeper faith. You will be with me in trouble. That is all I need. You didn't promise absence of pain, but you promised presence in the midst of it. You didn't guarantee that the fire wouldn't come, but you assured me that in the fire you would be with me. And this, with you, changes everything. Change. Despair into confidence, change crying into clamor, change prison into altar. Because where you are, Lord, even the valley becomes a path of blessing, even the desert blooms, even the cross becomes a symbol of victory. Deliver me, Lord, from everything that tries to take me away from you, from the rush that kills the time of worship, of lifeless religiosity, of the hardness that grows when dreams are frustrated. Deliver me from myself, from the self that wants to control, from the self that wants to decide, from the self that is still afraid to trust fully. And glorify yourself in me, not for what I have, not for what I do, but for what you are in me. May your glory shine even in my scars. May my weakness reveal your power. May my story sing of your faithfulness. Satisfy me with your presence, Lord. More than blessings, I want the blesser. More than miracles, I want the God who performs. More than promises fulfilled, I want the heart of the Father who promises. May I not get lost along the way. May I not exchange you for anything. May my entire life be a living psalm, a hymn of trust, of surrender, of worship, like the one I read this morning and now have tattooed on my soul. Psalm 91. May these words stop being verses and become truth within me, shaping my choices, my outlook, my faith. And now, Lord, as I rise from this prayer, I do not turn away from you. I simply rise to live what I have declared, to walk in peace, to work with gratitude, to love without measure, to trust even without seeing, to live as one who knows I am hidden in the shelter of the Most High and resting in the shadow of the Almighty. Your faithfulness is my shield. Your angels surround me. Your hand sustains me. Your love defines me. I praise you, Lord. And as long as life breathes in me, I will worship you.